And the rest of the class's job is to ask questions, but the question you can ask is what type of transfer pricing do we use? Relates to Elaine's company. If you notice that during the implementation time frame, most of the emphasis was in getting buy-in from top to bottom end. Now if you were to read value chain analysis in chapter 1 of Stephen's text that he's asked you to buy and read, you'll think, oh, that sits on its own. How does it link into other practices that a firm institutes?
Capital budgeting, and I haven't taught this for 15 years, so I try to remember some of it as I go. We have
90%. My question is, what is the right level? It depends,
Export to China or import from China, someone started talking about. Let's have a look at some of the things we found in the interview study, survey study. As you know, when you first contract with a Chinese supplier, you may qualify. You want to just
can enable them to cost down negotiations. How do they do that? The purchasing manager has an engineering background, not an accounting background. So I tell my students, you must have an engineering degree and an accounting degree. Do a double major. We can throw it around and open it up and you'll see something like this. And we have short lead times and delivery cycles, and we have customer power. These are the 4 big issues. When you go into the field, these are the 4 things that stand out. So welcome to the brief rehearsal of the talk I'll give the Canadian Chamber of Commerce on the 14th of February, which is tomorrow. The topic is how buyers manage their suppliers in China. It's a very interesting topic because everyone around the world wants to know, well, how do we manage the risks? How do we manage the return? I want to talk about a few things today. How buyers manage their suppliers in China. Specifically, how large buyers manage their suppliers in China. There is a lot of books written about how to manage Chinese suppliers. There are a lot of books about do's and don'ts, the risks, what you should do, shouldn't do. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what actual practice is being practiced by large buyers. And I'm also going to give you some insight as to, well, what does the Chinese supplier, how do they view these managed relationships?
Answers made some really great comments to start with, and I want to dovetail, I want to move on from some of the points that Answer just made. Number 1, Answer talked about the challenges of sources. I want to talk about the challenges of the people you're sourcing from.
You pay $20 FOB? Oh, come on, can I have a bid somewhere? We've got 20, 20, 20, 20. Can we do 21, 21, 21? Anyone? Oh, we've got 21 at the back, I love it. All right, anyone for 22, 22? But there's the Red Factory, it's very, very good. They make smartphones. They must be good. Are you going to pay more for that? Anyone for 22? 22, anyone for 23? We've got 23, thank you. Go to your man over there. Right, 23 US.
That something might go wrong, so let's do more inspection. You just dial up the inspection. You don't just want to go to a perfect factory. They'll price you out. You'll make no money. You'll make no profit from this factory. Oh, by the way, this factory was an audit I did.
What do we have here? What are they making? Hoverboards, yes, we all love them. The US government loves them because at the start of last year they banned hoverboards altogether. No more. Until the UL, they developed the UL standard in the US to start certifying factories that make hoverboards to bring them across the US. So now there are a limited number of factories in China that make hoverboards. One of these factories is UL certified. So you can buy a hoverboard, technically, from one of these factories, ship it to the US and be legal.
In April, this wasn't there, but this is why I'm interested. That's why I show you, what do? I go into factories and I want to find out, how are these making bucket loads of money? This is a car audio manufacturer. I cannot believe they have over 10,000 units of inventory in the halls. You'll see it as the video goes through. It's just sitting there. And the cost of inventory is 25% of that value every year. Your $250,000 divided by 25, that's how much it's costing the supplier. Suppliers don't understand the cost of holding inventory. You'll see that in a minute. The one over here, this is a USB factory. How is that making money? It's getting the lowest quality chips available. And quality, no, there's no quality inspection. It doesn't matter because they sell to corporates and associations. They give out freebies. Are you going to complain when you get a freebie USB? They're making millions of dollars each year. Both of these suppliers are profitable.